Okay, let's talk about confidence, but probably not the way you're used to thinking about it. What if I told you that real, unshakable confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room? It's not about fighting for attention, but commanding it, effortlessly, with this quiet, steady power. That's what we're diving into today, what I like to call the art of dangerous confidence. So, what does that even mean, real confidence? Well, for starters, it's not a performance. It's not an act you have to put on. It's just this calm, steady presence, an inner stillness that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. I mean, just imagine walking through life where nothing really shakes you, nothing provokes you, and because of that, nothing controls you. Now that's the goal, right? All right, let's break this down. On one side, you've got what most people think of as confidence. You know, the loud, flashy kind. But it's actually pretty fragile, isn't it? It's loud because it's desperate to be seen. It's constantly looking for approval to feel okay. And the second things get chaotic, it just reacts emotionally. But then on the other side, you've got this dangerous confidence. It's quiet, it's built on self-respect. It's deliberate and calm, even when things are going crazy. And the biggest difference, it needs absolutely nothing from anyone else to feel complete. So, okay, how do we actually build this? Where do we even start? Well, it all begins with the foundation, with internal mastery. Because let's be real, you can't fake this stuff. You can't project real strength on the outside if you haven't built it on the inside first. This is where the work, the real work, begins. And this right here, this quote, gets to the absolute heart of it all. Self-respect isn't just a nice to have, it's the non-negotiable bedrock of everything we're talking about. Think about it. The way you treat yourself, the standards you hold for yourself, that's you telling the world how you expect to be treated. It's the price of admission. Without that, any confidence you try to show is just, well, it's a mask. I love this idea. Your inner voice is basically your confidence thermostat, right? It literally sets the temperature for how you feel about yourself. If that little voice in your head is always set to criticize, always whispering, you're not good enough, then you're going to feel cold and small all the time. But what if you could change that setting? What if you turned it up so it's saying, I've got this, or I can handle this? Suddenly, you're operating from a place of warmth and strength, no matter what storms are raging outside. So, how do we actually adjust that thermostat? It's simpler than you might think. It's a three-step process. First, you've got to catch it. Just become aware of that negative voice when it pops up. That's half the battle. Second, reframe it. Don't just push it away. That never works. Actively replace the weak words with strong ones. So instead of, oh no, I can't do this, you switch it to, okay, this is tough, but I'm going to figure it out. And third, and this is key, repeat. You have to do it over and over. Your brain is wired to believe what it hears the most. Repetition is how you build a new belief. And look, this self-respect thing, it's not some abstract idea. It's built in the small things you do every single day. Things like this. You have to kill that desperate need for everyone else's approval. You have to keep the promises you make to yourself. Seriously. If you tell yourself you're going to get up early, you do it. That's how you build self-trust. You set your boundaries and you hold them. And for goodness sake, you stop explaining and justifying every little choice you make. Every time you do one of these things, it's like casting a vote for yourself. Okay, so once you start laying that internal foundation, something really cool happens. It can't help but start showing on the outside, which brings us to the next level, the structure. This is all about how that inner confidence actually gets expressed in the real world through your actions and how you communicate. So what does this actually look like day to day? What are the things people will notice? Funnily enough, it's often less about the things you start doing and way more about the things you simply stop doing. Like this, you just stop explaining yourself all the time. You stop feeling like you owe everyone a justification for your life. You also learn to respond with silence instead of just reacting with emotion. Your body language starts to do the talking for you, projecting confidence before you even open your mouth. And because you're not just filling the air with nervous chatter, you end up speaking less. But when you do speak, man, your words carry some serious weight. Let's be honest for a second. What's the most common, predictable response when someone challenges or criticizes you? It's emotion, right? We get defensive, we get angry, we get upset. But here's the thing. That's actually the weak response. Why? Because it proves that someone else has the power to control how you feel. It's like you've handed them the remote control to your own emotions. But the powerful response? It's the exact opposite. It's silence. Just think about that. When someone is trying to get a rise out of you,
and all you give them back is calm, steady silence, it's so disarming. It completely throws them off their game. It sends a crystal clear message. You don't get to control me. You are in the driver's seat. And it gives you the space to decide if you even want to respond and how.
And remember, your body is broadcasting messages long before your mouth is. So walk into every room like you own the place. Seriously, stand tall, pull those shoulders back, open up your chest. Your mind and body are a two-way street. If you physically make yourself small, you're going to feel small. But if you adopt a posture of confidence, you're literally sending a signal back to your own brain that says, hey, I'm present, I'm capable, I belong here. All right, this brings us to the very top, the apex of the pyramid. Once you've got that internal foundation and the external structure locked in, you can start to develop a truly unshakable presence. We're talking about the kind of mindset that makes you, well, pretty much untouchable no matter what life throws at you. And a massive piece of this puzzle is learning to detach your value from the outcome. Most of us are on this emotional roller coaster, right? If we win, we feel great. If we fail, we feel worthless. But true freedom, true power, comes when you anchor your self-worth in your effort, the one thing you can actually control, and you let go of the result. Your value as a person doesn't change whether you win or lose. It's constant. This one shift completely transforms your relationship with failure and rejection. All of a sudden, a no isn't a verdict on your worth. It's not a personal attack. Instead, rejection becomes a tool. It's like a sharpening stone. It's not there to break you, it's there to refine you, to make your approach better, to make your resolve stronger. It's just feedback. And all of this resilience builds towards what might be the ultimate superpower, being calm in chaos. Look, anybody can look cool and collected when things are going great, but real confidence, dangerous confidence, shows up when everything is hitting the fan. It's that ability to slow down, to actually breathe, and to think clearly while everyone else is running around panicking. You stop getting swept away by the storm, you become the anchor in the storm. And this all leads to the final level, where you live as if you need nothing from the outside world. Now, this doesn't mean to become a hermit or you don't want success or relationships. Not at all. It means your sense of peace, your validation, your feeling of being enough, it all comes from inside you. You're already whole. You're not walking around with a hole that you need other people or things to fill. And you know what that makes you? Impossible to manipulate. Okay, I know that was a lot, and it can sound pretty overwhelming, right? But the good news is, the journey doesn't start with trying to do everything all at once. It starts with one single, powerful change. So let's boil this all down to something you can start doing literally today. That's the magic number, just one. For right now, I want you to forget everything else we just talked about. To build real, lasting momentum, you have to focus your energy on one single habit. Master that, and then move to the next. So here it is, your first step. I'm calling it the 7-Day Stop Explaining Challenge. For the next week, your only job is to stop justifying yourself. Step 1, catch the urge. The second you feel yourself about to launch into a big explanation for why you said no or made a certain choice, just notice it. Step 2, replace it. Instead of the long story, use a short, firm, and polite statement. Something like, I've made my decision, or unfortunately, that won't be possible. That's it. And step 3, this is the hardest part, hold the silence. Don't say anything else. Let your statement hang in the air and do the work. Just try this for 7 days. Watch how much your own sense of internal power starts to shift. The only real question left is, are you ready to give it a shot?